Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Fearless Dating video series. Today I want to share with you how you can maximize your dating experience and your opportunities to meet people by thinking up the most sociable and creative versions of the things that you are already up to in your life. And my reason for sharing this with you here today is because I'm Arti Joshi, the coach and creator of the Fearless Dating coaching program. And in my countless conversations with people about the area of dating and romance, I have found that there are just, some very simple tweaks, some very simple changes that we can make for a lot of the common dating, frustrations and problems. And by putting these things into action, we can begin to have such a beautiful experience of dating, such a fun and inspiring and uplifting experience of dating again. And so I wanted to share this with as many people as possible. And so that is why I am here on this video series with you today. So thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And like I said, today we are speaking about how to maximize your opportunity for meeting people by doing the most sociable, the most creative version of the things you are already up to. And my reason for sharing that today is because when I have sessions with clients that are starting to step back into the dating world, maybe they have been out of it for a while, and the thought of online dating, going to dating events, potentially working with a matchmaker, and all of these things can feel a bit intimidating. And actually, they just kind of want to ease themselves into the process to begin with. And one of the things that I highly encourage them to do is begin to look at how the things that they're up to already. Maybe they love yoga, maybe they love reading, maybe they love dancing or climbing, whatever it is. And if they're doing it in a way that is maybe a little more solitary, then to think about, okay, well, what's the most sociable version of this thing that I can already do? For example, I love to dance. I choose to have private tuition because that's just a way that I love to learn, and there's just very specific things that I want to work on, and a private class really allows that for me. But because dancing is so important to me, and it's something that really helps me connect with so many people, if I wanted to meet someone that potentially had that same desire for dance that I did, then I could immediately make my dance tuition experience more sociable by potentially joining a dance company where I would meet countless people that have an interest for the same style of dance as I do. Or I could just go out dancing more sociably on a regular basis. Maybe I could do some form of partner dancing, or maybe just find a night at a venue or a bar that I really love and just show up there, on a regular basis with a bunch of my friends and so forth, and just have a really great time dancing there, but with the view to connect with new people that are there as well. So that's instantly one way for me to make something that I'm already doing and I already have a huge passion for more sociable, getting more creative with that. I was having a conversation with one of my clients in our session yesterday, and another common problem that a lot of us face, because we lead very busy, very full lives, is that just trying to find the time slot to meet someone, can be very difficult. My client in particular has looked at her calendar. She's got an absolutely jam-packed September and October, but dating is very much high up on her priority list. And therefore we looked at, I asked her, well, what's the most creative versions of the things that you're already up to, the things that you already love, that you can begin to do? And we do not have to think of dates as being you know, having to be sort of 2, 3, 4 hours long, dinner followed by drinks, followed by a stroll down the river or things like that. They are absolutely, you know, you can have absolutely amazing dates with people in a much smaller amount of time. And so I began to ask her, you know, where in her calendar can she find maybe like a half-hour slot that she can meet. You know, another one of my clients in that same group had an experience the day before where she met someone for a date who just worked in the same area as she did, and so they were able to have a quick half-an-hour coffee date together, and it was great because sometimes having that smaller amount of time means that there's like a reduced pressure on, you know, oh my gosh, okay, well, are we going to have enough to talk about? Are we going to really connect for the next 2, 3, 4 hours? I would actually recommend, you know, having a shorter time frame for those first initial dates when you meet someone. I remember when I was dating, I would set a cap of 90 minutes. No date, my first date or second date with someone would not go over 90 minutes, and that was just a number that really worked for me, and I will make sure I share more about that in another episode. But you know, that's a really great thing that you can do, just looking at your calendar and thinking, okay, well, I could potentially have a 30-minute coffee date with someone there. I'm going to go for a run in the park, so I could potentially meet, if you don't mind meeting your date in running clothes, then, you know, you could potentially meet someone for a coffee or a stroll through the park sort of 20 minutes before you go for a run, right? There are so many ways in which we can get creative. And what I love about, you know, inviting people to the things that you are already up to in your life is, you know, to go a bit David Attenborough on you, you can sort of see each other in your more natural environment, right? You could potentially invite this date to your best friend's party. You could invite them to a gig that you're already going to, right? You can invite them to your yoga class or a book club that you love, or a climbing group that you're a part of. And what's great about this is that their response to your invitation to that thing will tell you a lot about whether this is your type of person or not. You know, maybe you've told them about this gig, or you've told them about this party, or this club that you're a part of, and their initial reaction is, oof, okay, well, that's not my kind of thing. In which case, is this someone that you actually want to go on a date with? Or they might be like, hell yeah, absolutely, I've really wanted to see that band, or I've really wanted to you know, try that particular activity out, or read that book, or whatever it is. In which case, that could really be your person. Or if it's not so much their thing, but they're just up for trying something new and being exposed to something new, then that's great. That's such a fantastic trait to have in a potential partner. So just having them in that more natural environment can be such an asset and can bring so much more to the quality of your date and the quality of your connection on your date, because you get to see, well, if they're at your friend's party, you know, how are they getting on with your friends? Are they enjoying each other's company? Are they making an effort with each other? And it just removes that pressure from us as well, to think that we've got to be the sort of sole attention of that person and vice versa. So I think it's a really lovely way of getting to know someone. And still getting on with all the things that you love as well. So that's something that I would highly recommend to you if you're feeling time pressed, or if you're just feeling a bit intimidated by the idea of going online, going to events and so forth. Then just open up your calendar, look at the things that you're already up to, and think, what is the most sociable version of what I am doing already, and how can I really take advantage of that? If you love to read books and your favorite thing to do is curl up on the sofa with a good book, something I absolutely love to do, well, you know, just expand that out. Maybe join a book club where there's a great mixture of people. Again, that's it doesn't mean that you have to forego your personal reading time. It just means you get to enhance the experience. So try that on. Let me know how you get on. What's the most sociable and creative version of the things that you are already up to? And if some of what I have shared with you today resonates, if you feel that you know, you've had enough of your dating experience, it's tiring, it's frustrating, and you're not getting any closer to that beautiful relationship that you so desire, then I would love to hear from you, because in a short 10-minute conversation together, we can take a look at what's not working, and we can identify something, that a simple switch that you can make that can immediately transform your experience of dating into something that's more fun, inspiring and uplifting. So I'd love to explore that with you. So if that resonates, send me a message. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Thank you for watching today, and enjoy being fearless, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.